WCBS-FM.
In the studio, Mr. Joey McIntyre.
I think you played that a couple of times for us back in the day, Scott.
Yes, I did.
want to thank you.
We all did.
I'm guilty of that. And probably paid for your house a couple of times.
Yeah. Well,
Wasn't only that so long though. That money, you know. That's,
right.
You're right.
A lot going on.
There's a lot of people that forgot about that, Joey, that were big, back in the day, and they said, man, this is going to keep coming in, this is going to keep coming in.
Especially when you're a kid, you get started and you think, wow, this is cool. I made it so young, and it's just going to keep going. So you have to keep working at it, right?
well, yeah. I mean, we were pretty prudent, as my father would say, but we were lucky. Yeah, we didn't do too many stupid things with our money.
A lot of those guys, they think one day, what? Oh, wait a minute. What happened to the spigot? The water's not coming. Whoa, hold on here. Oh, crap. What do I do now?
Yeah.
That happens. They just don't prepare for it.
Mm-hmm. But it sounds like you had good parenting.
Yeah, good parenting. Well, my father thought money, grew on trees. He had 9 kids, so you can't blame him. I mean, what are you going to do?
Yeah, right.
He's like,
9 kids.
You got to have faith, you know what I mean? Hey, it grows on trees.
What did your father do?
He's I guess at heart he's still a bricklayer, but he was a union guy out of Boston, so he's a bricklayer, and he was.
And that's it. You know what? When somebody tells me that, I don't say one foul word.
Yeah, that's.
Was he pretty tight on you?
Yeah, I mean, he's a great dad. I'm lucky, and I was the youngest of 9 kids, so.
Wow.
And you were also the youngest guy in the new kids, right?
That's right. I've been the baby a lot, so.
We got Joey McIntyre.
Yeah.
Joey's in the studio, and it's kind of funny, too, because you somehow managed to avoid the traps that so many young guys and girls fell into. You read about it all the time. These people, you see them on the street.
Yeah.
Living in a refrigerator box, and somebody from TMZ takes their picture and says,
yeah.
Remember this guy?
Look what happened.
Yeah. You gotta time it right. You know what I mean? When you're really famous, and then in the boy band, and then it comes down and the crash or whatever they want to say, and no one cares about you. Do it when no one cares about you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, crash.
Party and do all the stupid stuff when no one cares.
Right. And they're not taking pictures.
And rest up, recuperate for a few years, and try to have
Something
get back
going
on track.
Yeah. Well, we should say you're doing fine because you got a network television show, the McCarthey's.
How about that?
Cool.
Premieres tomorrow night, 9:30 on CBS 2. Tell us, set the show up for people.
It's great. Well, it's a stretch for me. I'm playing a opinionated Boston Irish kid from and with a lot to say. So it's
no acting.
No, it's great. It's called the McCarthey's, and great cast. Laurie Metcalf and Jack McGee, who's from the Bronx. He's a New York guy, but he's playing a Boston guy. It tears him up. But Tyler Ritter is who's John Ritter's son. We haven't seen much of what he's done, but he's a great actor, and he's just he's the best kid. And Jimmy Dunn and Kellen Coleman, and so he played this very codependent, clingy Boston Irish family who thinks they know better than everybody else. Sure. And we're very opinionated, and we get into trouble, and we try to learn from our mistakes. But I don't care what the show's about. If you got good writers, you're in good shape, and we got great writers, and we're having a blast, and hopefully we'll stick around for a little while.
That's very cool.
Yeah. It's got to be cool jumping into that, and I think we've said it before. If you watch a show that has some people in it that come from an entertainment background, and they're working with actors who have been acting for a while, you go in there, I'm ready for this, and then you see them get out there, you go, holy crap.
The nuances of the acting.
And you realize that you got to step it up, right?
Absolutely. Well, I learn every day, and from people like Laurie Metcalf, who's she's holding it down.
She's amazing.
She's such a pro, and it's nice, and we do it for a live studio audience, so I enjoy that aspect of it. It's not like you're not in a vacuum. You're getting that instant gratification of what works, and and it's been a blast. It's been so much fun.
I remember seeing this on television that you're a runner, too. You were in the Boston Marathon in 2013, and you were out there when the bombings took place, weren't you?
Yeah, I just finished 10 minutes before, man. I was sitting on a bench, and I was about 100 yards away, 150 yards away. Yeah.
And when something like that happens, you usually read about it later, but if you're there, you're thinking, wait a minute, this can't be happening right now.
Yeah, you're just in shock for a long time, definitely.
Especially when you hear one and then the other one go off.
Yeah.
And then your mind just goes, whoa.
Yeah, instantly, just, I don't know. And some people just were, hoping that it was, a subway accident, explosion, or whatever in those moments. But it was rough, man, as we all know, and as New Yorkers know, and going through something like that, and it was nice. I was able to run the next year too, and
that was a big tribute.
And just enjoy the moment and somehow celebrate, and so.
You make a good point, though. It seems because of that, and of course what New York went through with the World Trade Center and everything, the bond between New York and Boston is like it's never been before, at least in my memory.
Yeah, sure.
Because there's all the rivalries between the Yankees and the Red Sox and the Giants and the stinky
That puts
Patriots.
it in perspective,
Yeah. The stinky Patriots.
Yeah, the stinky
what can you say, man? You guys keep beating us in the Super Bowl. If it wasn't for 2 catches, we'd have two more rings. But whatever.
Yeah, I mentioned the guy caught it on his helmet, right?
Yeah.
It's called the McCarthey's. It premieres tomorrow night. I guarantee you'll laugh. 9:30 CBS 2. He is Joey McIntyre.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you
Good
so
to be
much.
here.
In and out, nobody gets hurt, Joey. That's right. That's how we operate here.
Beautiful.
8:33. This is CBS-FM.